Beardo Banjo.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the first episode of Will It VR for 2021 and consequently probably the shortest episode of Will It VR I have made to date. This is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild running in virtual reality. Or as close as I could physically get it. This is Breath of the Wild running on a CEMU emulator, which is a Wii U emulator, being pushed into first person thanks to a mod, then reshaded into a 3D rendering, and then pushed into a VR headset. This was a lot of work to set up. I'm just going to say that immediately. If you see this and think, that looks cool, I want to try that, just know this is no walk in the park. I've just spent a good chunk of time to get this set up, probably 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, and the jury's still out as to whether it's worth putting in the effort to experience this game in this way. It is very cool to see it in first person, and it is very cool to see it in 3D and run around on the plateau. It's very, very exciting to do that, but is it worth it? Is it worth the effort you have to put in to get this to work? That's the question. I think I already know my answer, but let's get into the video. I'll run around for a little while, I'll show you what this looks like, and I'll be very honest about what you get if you try and set all of this up. I'll link some videos in the description that tell you how to set this up, but please just understand it's a lot of work, and I love Zelda a huge amount, and this was still a big task to pull this off. Let's jump in and have a little look at the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild running on an emulator in first person, in virtual reality, in 3D. There's a lot of stuff going on today, it's blowing up my brain. Let's have a little look at it. Okay, here we go. This is Breath of the Wild running in virtual reality. Now, let me just stress before I get too far into this what I'm actually getting here. I'm not getting a head-tracked VR experience, okay? So if I'm looking to the sides, I've created the illusion of it being all immersive by using virtual desktop to curve the screen around to such a degree and set the screen to such a size that it's all encompassing. So if I look around, I can see the game wherever I look. It's all around me. So it has the illusion of immersion, but I can't head track. If I want to actually turn around in game, I'm using controller here. What I do have though is 3D visuals. So the game is displayed in 3D. It's not true geometry 3D, but it's a very close approximation of that. So I'm getting a sense of scale, I'm getting a sense of depth. It does look very, very nice and is running reasonably smoothly, especially considering this is a emulator or an emulated version of the game. It took a lot of setup to get this right. You have to be patient if you want to try this. It's a very cool way to experience the game. You know, just playing Breath of the Wild in first person is cool enough, and then taking it that next step and seeing it in VR is something pretty special. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very exciting to see it this way, but it took a huge amount of time to set up, a huge amount of effort to set up, and for most people, I just don't think it will be worth it. The end result isn't the VR Zelda game that we kind of want. You know, ideally, I'd love to be able to play this head-tracked. Gosh, you know, I'd love to have it hand-tracked. I'd love a full VR Zelda game, you know? At the end of the day, I think that's what we'd all love. I'd love to explore this world in VR. But this is the closest thing we've got right now. Now, in terms of performance, it's running really, really well at the moment, but I have noticed some frame rate hitches when I get into slightly more taxing situations. I'll go fight some enemies in a minute, and we'll see how the game copes, if it copes at all. I'm not going to steal that guy's baked apple, because I know he'll just give me a whole speech. Kind of want that torch, though. Nah, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to take my axe. Now, just for a bit of a heads up, if you're looking at this going, oh, that looks really cool, I want to see if I can set it up, what I would probably advise is just set up the first person mod. Taking it that next step and trying to get the VR set up, that's where things get complicated. You need to run CEMU, which is a Wii U emulator. Completely legal. It allows you to play Wii U games, and it's where you source the games from where things become sketchy. Then you also need a copy of Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. Now, as I just said, where you get that copy from is entirely down to you. CEMU supports actual games, so you can transfer your actual games onto the PC and play them as long as you own them, which is fantastic. But obviously there are places where you can get games from which aren't above board. Oh, he's seen me. Do I have an axe equipped? Alright, let's equip my axe. I'm going to have to hit this guy real quick. Let me kill him. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Take that. Yeah. See what I mean about the frame rate? I just got a bit of a hang there. Overall, though, it's running really well, considering. Yeah, see you later. So, yeah, you need the emulator. You need a copy of the game. And then you need to also download the field of view mod, so to get the game to run in first person. Then you need to download Reshade and get the reshader set up for the game, which allows you to get the 3D visuals. Then you also need Virtual Desktop on Steam, which allows you to do the VR part of this. It's a lot of work, and you really need to ask yourself whether it's worth it. And at moments like this, where the game looks just so pretty, I'd be tempted to say yes. But I know for a lot of people, they'll go, well, I want to move my head and actually be in that world, and that's not what you're going to get here. So it's a difficult one to recommend in that regard. But it is very cool to be able to come in here and just see, you know, Hyrule and Breath of the Wild like this. It really is. It's quite hard to control in first person, though. Right, get your axe out. Take that. I can't remember what the dodge buttons are. I think is it A to dodge or is it jump to dodge? Take that. Yeah, I really can't remember what like the backflips and stuff are when you're locked on. How do I do that again? I need to remember. Okay, that's just jumping. That's fine. I'm not sure. It's fine. I'm probably not going to get into that many hairy situations. I just really wanted to see if this was possible. I'd seen a few people online talking about it, and I've used a couple of guides to do this, and I'll put the links to those guides in the description if you want to check it out yourself. But honestly, be warned, it took me about 2 hours to get this set up today. Oh, hello. I don't have a bow and arrow or anything yet, so I can't even pull off anything cool, but I'm going to push that rock down there because, you know, that's just fun. That just feels like the right thing to do. Here we go. Alright, let's push this rock on these idiots. Oh, that's framey. One thing I found with this emulated version is the first time it does something, it's quite framey. So I think that's the first time I've seen an explosion. And because of that, it needs to kind of... It's weird, it needs to compile the shaders and understand what it's processing. Oh, thank you. I'll have that. And then the next time it does it, it's usually a lot better. I'll see if I can find another explosive and put that to the test. I could be completely wrong. Now, one drawback of playing it like this is you can't see your stamina. Because obviously your stamina bar in-game sits above you. It's not something on your HUD, on your menu. So when you're playing it in first person, you don't see that. He's got a bow. He's got a bow. Right, let's get up there and just... No, don't send your mates after me. Nah, quick. Just... Hello. I just want your bow. I just want your bow. You're really close to my face. I can't really see what's happening. Arrows. Where's your bow? Who's throwing stuff at me? What is this about? It's a couple of you. There's only one of me. Way! Don't throw rocks in my face. Right. Now, you're getting done in. I've had enough of you, but I'm not that confident about killing this guy. Ah! Please leave me alone. I want the bow and arrow. Yes! Draw bow. Release to fire. Yep, thank you. Oh, see, that's really cool. There's elements of this that are really good. That's one of them. The bow. That really works. Even though the frames drop then. That's... Ooh, hello. Okay. Put your shield away. Put your shield away, sir. Ah, he killed me. I forget that you're just so weak in these early sections of the game. It is fairly immersive, I must admit. And CEMU, or I don't know how you'd actually say it. I'm just going to keep saying CEMU because I don't... SEMU doesn't sound right. Okay, let's get all these goodies. CEMU, I've said it now, CEMU has a few options in terms of kind of how you want to optimize the game and improve performance. So I'm currently running the game on 1920 by 1080, but you can push it higher than that. You can go to 2K or 4K depending on your PC, depending on kind of how good your PC is. So, I thought they were chasing me then. You can tinker with it to get a performance that works for you. As I say, this is pretty stable. It's sitting around it's sitting at about 60 frames, but it dips pretty massively when I go into new areas, or when I blow things up, or when I get into heavy combat. That's when things get a little bit sticky. I can't cut grass with a club, can I? Have I not got my... There's my axe. Get the axe. See, because I've curved the screen like right around me, when I'm looking at menu items, I'm looking all the way over here. The screen goes right round to here, and right round to here. And it's really big, but I'm not losing any of the... It takes a lot to set up. This is all thanks to virtual desktop that I'm able to do this and kind of immerse myself in the screen. It looks stunning. It's like running around inside a Studio Ghibli film, which is what I always thought Breath of the Wild looked like anyway. Let's go for a little explore. Now, obviously, I know that the Switch had a VR version of Breath of the Wild. If you bought the Labo VR kit and you kind of popped it on your face and you could play it all in third person. I think for me, the draw of this setup is playing it in first person. Because you get a sense of scale. You know, it's nice to see kind of the size of a Guardian up close. And the scale of Hyrule. This map's huge. Oh, I've seen some. Don't come to life. Don't come to life! Oh, I could do without that. I don't even know how to dodge. So, you know. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Hello. No. I could really do without you killing me, you know. I've only got 5 arrows, and I'm probably going to do like no damage to you. Ooh, that was alright. Hey up, come on, come on. Take this. Oh no. Yay. Oh, that... Okay, there was an explosion there. That went framey. I thought I died. Okay, I need to leave because I'm no match for this Guardian right now. Over the wall, maybe? Yeah, I might be able to make it over the wall if it loses track of me for a second. Up we go. That's it. No, go quicker. Go quicker. Why have I come here to this Guardian graveyard? Stupid place to be. Ah! Get behind the tree! No! No! Oh, good lord. Please. Okay, the explosions are quite performance intensive. They seem to be just killing performance in general. What about if I try and cut down a tree? That tree's probably a bit too big, isn't it? Nope. Hope, come on. Okay, that's alright. Whoa. Nah, I'm not messing with it. I don't want to mess with it. Leave me alone. I'm actually, the more I sit in here, the more I'm surprised how immersive this is. Given that technically speaking, it is just playing on a big 3D screen that I've wrapped around myself, and I don't have head tracking. All things considered, this is actually quite impressive. It's scuff as all hell. Like, this is the VR equivalent of, like, duct taping 3 or 4 TV remotes together, like your TV remote plus the Skybox plus like your Blu-ray player plus your Xbox. You know, you've stuck them all together to get the result that you want, but it ain't pretty. You know, it's not the nicest way to do things, but it does the job. How'd you like that? Ah, that wasn't so good. I want your bloody arrows, mate. Ooh, when they're really close to your face, that's not nice. Doesn't look particularly amazing. Alright, let's have all these. Let's have all these goodies. Huh. Now, if I could remember how to actually play the game, you know, I might be able to actually play this whole thing like this. Do you have to? I honestly, it's been so long since I played it. I got Breath of the Wild when the Switch came out. Oh, a sword. Nice. I got Breath of the Wild when the Switch came out. Oh, do you need the shield to do the dodges? Right, that's already equipped. I will finish my story. Right, do I have my shield now? Right, I've got my shield. That feels a bit better. That feels like if I was locked on and I had my shield out, I'd be able to do the backflips and stuff. I can't really remember. I got Breath of the Wild when the Switch came out, and I just the only thing I did, I just played it for... I played 100 and something hours, like, just straight. Like, I could not put it down. And I haven't revisited it since. I haven't played the DLCs. And that is shocking, I know. I need to... Oh, no, he's going to alert his mates. Don't tell your friends... Please? Thank you. Oh, it's too late. He's told his bloody mates. He's told his bloody mates. They're coming. They're annoyed. I understand. I get it. Don't pick up that bow. Oh, good. Right. Get your shield out. I'm not in a good place. I heard the little noise like I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm all right. I've still got like 3 hearts. I'm going back for more. I'm not running away from that. That's it. That's it. Break his bloody defense. Thank you. Are you literally bow and arrowing me? You idiot. And you. Are you playing, eh? Yeah, how'd you like that? Come on. Come on. There we go. Huh, okay. Yeah, this is actually quite good. I'm going back on what I'm saying. Is it worth the amount of time I put in to get it running? Jury's out on that one. I'd probably need to play for a lot longer to give you a real verdict about that, but it is enjoyable. And it is playable like this. And I'll take anything at the moment, you know. I'll take any kind of weird, janky version of Breath of the Wild VR, because I don't think we're going to get it ever from Nintendo. And I know there is a Breath of the Wild, there's like a plateau area that you can visit in VR chat, which is meant to be stunning, and I've not checked it out. But this gives you the added benefit of kind of combat and stuff, which is... Is that all I got from that? Really? Really? Yeah, this gives you the added benefit of combat and actually being able to play the game and explore the world in its fullness. I cannot remember how you get down from here. I know that you have to get the little paraglidey thing, don't you? Parachute. It's not a parachute. It's definitely not what it is. Whee! Oh, water. Okay. Game doesn't like water very much. That was a bit framey. But immediately the frames pick up, like... I say that, and it ain't picking up that well. Let's get out of the water. Did I die? I'm not sure what happened then. I might have died. Let's go round to that. Now I've got this set to 1920 by 1080. This would look even better in here if I pumped that up to 2K or possibly even 4K, but I didn't want to chance it in terms of how framey it might become for the video. I wanted to make the video as kind of enjoyable and stable as possible. Hopefully we've achieved that. I've even captured myself on camera using my phone so as to not impact or not have too many things running at once and trying to capture. So EX. Oh, that's for the DLC, isn't it? What we got in there? A ruby. Is that from the Is that from the DLC? What is that? I'd forgotten everything about this game. It's absolutely insane. That doesn't look like that's ready to be used, does it? That looks like that's, it's turned off. It's not turned on. Is my Sheikah Slate freaking out? Does it want me to do something? Let's have a look at it. Follow the... Alright, let's go there. Alright, let's go there, shall we? Have I got that on my map? Yeah, that is... So that's cool. I can see my map down the bottom corner, so I'm not missing out on anything. I think you would have to just be a real die-hard Zelda fan to invest the time into this and, decide whether you actually want to experience it, even just as a one-off. Kind of maybe 2.5 hours of setting this up and getting it just right. Is that worth the time you spend playing it? I'll play this a ton now, I'll sit and experience, a ton of this. So for me, it's worth it. But I'd seen a few videos of people playing it and I wanted to kind of test the experience and share it as a Will It VR. Oh my god, what happened there? That bow broke, didn't it? Ah. Equip another one! Just equip another one! Climb. Go up here where they can't get you. That's it. Don't fall down. Up we go. Up we go. Are they down there? Yeah, they're down there. They want to kill me. Yeah, I wanted to do a Will It VR video because I wanted to show you whether this was something that it's worth putting your time into. And as always, my plan is always to be honest about the results that I get. And this isn't, it's not true VR. I'd never sit here and say this is true VR. Much like I always say that Vorpex isn't technically true VR, but you get a much closer to native experience out of Vorpex than I'm getting here. The way I've had to get immersion here is very specific. Oh, you cheeky little... Come here. Come here. You dead? Thank you. Yeah, the way I've had to get immersion here is essentially just wrapping a giant screen around my face. And it's hard to explain what it looks like because I can't capture that and show you exactly what it looks like, but it does look good. But it won't be what everyone wants. It's definitely something... Ooh, an arrow. Wait, there's an arrow there. Why are there all these arrows here? This feels ominous, doesn't it? Are they my arrows? They're not my arrows, are they? Oh, this is very ominous. Are they? Maybe they are my arrows, I don't know. Am I going the right way? Yeah, nearly. Over here? Yeah, nearly there. Ah, might be up there. Nearly there, yeah. Got to keep checking the map. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Is it this? Looks right to me. Go on, pop your blooming tablet in there. Put your iPhone in there. See what happens. I see it, Link. Good lad. Ooh, tower. Yeah, let's climb up the tower. That'll be fun. Oh, okay. I'm up high now. I've activated stuff, so I can go do the temples now. I can go do the... they're not called temples, are they? They're like little challenge rooms. I've forgotten everything. It has been so long since I played. But there they all are. They've all kind of activated, so I can go and do them. Is this worth your time? Is this worth doing? It's very difficult to say. I'm enjoying it. It looks very nice. This is probably the closest thing we'll get to a first-person way to actually play Breath of the Wild or a Zelda game in virtual reality. But I can't, in all good conscience, call this a VR experience. I don't have head tracking. That's the most simple of things that I would like to have, and that's terrifying. And I don't have it. I do have depth, scale, 3D, which is very, very cool. And obviously I'm experiencing it and seeing it in first person thanks to a mod, but it's hard to call this... It's hard to call this VR, and it's certainly not true VR. It's more of an immersive screen experience for big fans of Zelda. It takes a lot of work to get it running, and obviously there's a cost involved as well. If you don't already own Virtual Desktop on Steam, you're going to need that, and that costs 11 quid. So it's not free to just set this up. And you know, you should own a copy of Breath of the Wild as well, because that's how you get the game into CEMU. Hello, can I have that paraglider? Oh no, I've gone inside Link's face. Look, inside his terrifying face. Alright, off we go. Off we go. Right, let me just sum up. I don't think I need to show much more. I think this is probably a good summation of the results you get if you set this up. Oh look, the bridge is there. No, it's not. It's broken. Oh, that was an illusion, an optical illusion. I think this is very cool. It's a cool showpiece. Being able to come in here and experience it like this is very... It's very unique, and it's just cool. You know, that's the best way to describe it. It isn't necessarily practical, and it does take a lot to set it up. So it's not something I can happily sit here and say, yes, it will VR, go out, set it up, experience the entire game in virtual reality. Because the point of Will It VR is, can I sit and play the entire game like this? I could, but I don't know that a lot of people would want to, because it isn't giving me things that people really want from VR, and that's things like head tracking. I obviously can't use VR controllers. I'm using a Xbox controller for this. But if you're a die-hard Zelda fan and you want to play this game from a brand new point of view, from a brand new perspective, in virtual reality, and you don't mind the work that goes into it, then this is definitely something that I would say check out, even if it's just as a one-off. Just understand that there's a lot of setup involved, and you do need to make a purchase, which is Virtual Desktop on Steam. If you're happy with all of that, then come and check it out, because it is quite the spectacle. You know, being in here and running around this world is... yeah, it's actually quite calming, quite enjoyable, and I've managed to do all the very simple early game things here. I don't know how much more complex... how I'll be able to handle a lot of the more complex gameplay. That might be a little bit difficult, but in terms of just running around and experiencing it, it's definitely doable. And the bow and arrow is really nice to use. Oh, that was not high enough. Come on. Take that, you little bokoblin. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, die. Oh, his mates are here now. Right, let me kill these, and then I'll bid you farewell. Oi, oi. Take that. Right, get your sword out. That's it. Don't touch that club. That club was not for you. Okay, so I am doing the backflip, but they've just changed it so that the... I guess the field of view, or the first person mod's not going to make you do the backflip with him, because that would be sickening. Oh, so I am... okay, yeah. You can play this whole game like this. As long as you can stomach the fact that it's really not proper VR, I think you can definitely sit and play the entire game. This has been my first Will It VR video of the year. If you're not familiar with Will It VR, typically I like to see if I can get non-VR games to work in virtual reality with the use of mods, and most commonly Vorpex. Today I'm not using Vorpex, I'm using a series of bizarre different applications that are all working together to make Breath of the Wild appear in VR. I will link in the description to this video the videos and the guides that I use to get this set up. Just beware and just understand that it's a lot of work. I've said that a few times. Whether it's worth it is entirely up to you to decide, or maybe you've had your fill just from seeing me play it. Who knows? Hope you've enjoyed. It is possible to play this, and yes, technically I could play the entire thing, but it's not true VR, and I think that's worth emphasizing. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. If you have, please leave a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe. As always, I'm going to be doing a lot more Will It VR videos in the coming weeks. Getting back into the swing of it now. New year, new me. Well, not really. New year, same me. New year, more games. I'll see you soon for another one, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Goodbye.